dry. Do you know I'm looking?
Hello friends, and welcome back to Cora's Cozy Castle. I hope you guys are doing well. Today's video is a huge Pottery Barn and one item from Restoration Hardware haul. I'm very excited to share this video with you guys today. I've put it off for a little while and then I just decided, you know what, things are not going to be perfect. I have a 2-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 12-year-old. My house is never completely totally in shape, so I just decided to just go ahead and film this video just to show you guys and not put it off any longer. So without further ado, I'm going to get down to the haul. I would like to thank all of my subscribers. If you're new, please click that red subscribe button and the notification bell to let you know when I upload a new video. I would love to have you join me here on my channel. I appreciate all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love to do the videos like this. I am huge into decor. If you like that kind of thing, definitely click the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's jump into the haul. I went to the Pottery Barn outlet and boy, wow, they had a sale going on. 60% off of furniture that was already marked down very huge amounts. Then they had this box, and guys, I felt like I was dumpster diving, I'm not gonna lie, but they had these humongous, like, I mean, I don't even know, like 8x8 cardboard box, and it was just filled with like random items here and there, and it was take 75% off an already marked down price. So again, just humongous savings. And I definitely feel very blessed to live next to a Pottery Barn outlet. I know that they are not located in very many places at all, but I will tell you that one thing I have found out that is that their website is slowly starting to add the outlet online. So right now it seems to just be like odds and ends of like furniture type pieces, but they definitely, I think, are trying to add more and more like, I guess, online type things. So I just ordered a couple pieces from there. I will tell you about them, although they have not arrived yet. But let me start by showing you guys this pillowcase. This is gorgeous. It is a 22 by 22 pillow. I don't know if I can get up and show this to the camera, but it is like, I mean, it's heavy. It is really heavy, and it just the stitching, can you guys see that? I hope so. The stitching on it is just, it's a great pillow for the fall. So I cannot wait to incorporate this into my fall decor. It is a super nice pillow, and you guys are gonna be shocked, but it was in the 75% off. I literally paid like $10 for it. I mean, you can't even pick up a pillow. I don't even think Amazon really sells them for much less than like $7 and $8. And that's for like not very high quality. This is like a really high quality pillow cover. And so I picked that up. So that is one item. The next item is another pillowcase, and I picked these up. They are 20 by 20 inch, and they were $8 a piece at the outlet. I picked 2 of these up, and I want to incorporate those probably more for spring decor. I think is probably what I will use these for, but I really like them. So I went ahead and picked those up. I got another really high end, and I've already washed these, so the tags are off of them, but I do know that I paid between $8 and $10 for each pillow cover. This is an actual 20 by 20, and it, again, I don't know if you can see from the camera, is like a really high, there's where I took the tag off, but it's a very high quality pillow. It is like a linen material on the back. I will try to find these pillows and link them down below if Pottery Barn online still has them. So I don't know if these are discontinued items or just things that they had just one-offs of at the outlet store and just threw them in the box. But this is a really nice pillow cover. My next item that I got, and I won't hold up the largest item because it's the quilt that Pottery Barn sells. This is a very popular quilt. But I really wanted this pink quilt for the springtime. So I will not be putting this on my bed right now. I actually did wash this. They only had one king sham, and I paid $8 for it. Online, it is actually still $45. So I'm not going to buy the other pillowcase right now. I'm gonna wait and see if I can pick one up at the outlet again, or if it goes a little more on clearance online. I will still link it down below. I purchased the matching quilt, king size quilt with it, and it was in the 75% box, and I paid $80 for it. So total steal at the outlet with that. So I'm also gonna show you guys, and I'll show you this picture, but we bought some new furniture. So this chair right here, of course it has my little cute little dachshund on it as a little piece of decor. I don't know if you guys can really see it that well. So this is a really cool piece. I'm gonna try to pan around it to show you guys. But if you guys can see, the front legs are a little bit more fancy, and then the back legs are just a little bit more simple, and the chair actually slopes down like that. So this chair, this particular chair came with, and I'm trying to figure out which way to stand, so excuse me. This chair came with this one pillow in the back of it, and we actually got 2 of them, so I switched, and let me flip the camera. Okay guys, this is real life. Those are all the dog toys. There's my little puppy, my new little collie puppy Bentley, and my sweet little dachshund Cora Sue, although the sun is shining on her quite a bit. But we had some swivel chairs, and we actually moved one of those to our bedroom and one of them to my son's bedroom, but we got these 2 chairs, and they were a great deal. So the chairs were an amazing deal. They were originally marked on clearance at the outlet for $1,200 a piece, and then it was take 60% off of that. So total, I got both chairs for a little less than the price of one chair. They honestly had just pulled them out on the floor when I actually went up there and found them. So they really didn't have any damage. They are perfect, because the one thing about the outlet malls that some people don't like, and I've heard customers come in and say, is that it is a lot of returned items that have flaws in them, scratches, dents, things like that. Honestly, you just kind of have to decide what what your style is, if you like that, if you don't mind that. A lot of items that I find that have little flaws are like extremely not noticeable, or they're things that can be very easily repaired, like running a carpet cleaner over an upholstery piece, or just a tiny little piece of wood that you could color in with a pencil, or one, like my foyer table has a stress crack in the front of it. And honestly, I see why people would return those if you purchased them at full price and then it got shipped to your home and it was like that. But for me, as far as buying them and those little tiny details that just honestly people coming into your house are not gonna notice, I'm totally cool with that, to get a Pottery Barn piece. So you just kind of have to make that decision for yourself, whether or not that bothers you. Or so here is the next item, is this chandelier here. Now, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. We paid about, I think, $200 for it at the Pottery Barn outlet, and I'm gonna flip the camera around. So the chandelier, the one thing I will say is Pottery Barn does not carry that chandelier anymore. And if you saw the picture, it is extended by a chain. Well, this was our one item that we bought at Pottery Barn where we were like, oh my gosh, okay, if we can't figure this out, then we totally wasted our money. So the chandelier is not made to hang by a chain. It's made to just go flush mounted to the ceiling. We have 12-foot ceilings, so when Jeff originally hung it, it looked really silly. So he came up with just taking the old chain from our old chandelier, which was a little bit different in color, but like you can't tell at all. And so he figured out how to extend it from the ceiling down, holding the chain. So I think it looks really good like that. I'm still super excited about it for the price. I was trying to go with the French country farmhouse type theme. So I think that it fits the space really well. I'm very excited about it. So for right now, I would not recommend that chandelier necessarily, unless you had really like a house with, like my old house had all 8-foot ceilings. That would have been a wonderful chandelier for somebody that lives in a house with all 8-foot ceilings. But for somebody with high ceilings, it was not a win on that part of it before Jeff was able to fix it. So that was the second item that we got. Now the other huge item that we got, and I'm gonna flip the camera around as well. So this is the last item here that we got. This piece was actually purchased from Restoration Hardware, which this is my very first piece. The couch is on rollers. I don't know if you can see that down there. You will notice my 2-year-old's toys in the background. This is real life. But this couch we have been searching for a very long time. The couch was a huge find for us. So I have a restoration hardware outlet, although it is still extremely expensive for an outlet store, in my opinion. Their pieces are I would say almost double or triple the price of a Pottery Barn piece, even if you were to just go into a Pottery Barn store at a mall and actually look at their pieces. I would still say restoration hardware is very high priced. So I kind of don't really go into that outlet store all that often, but I went in there because I was looking for curtains, because they do sell curtains without having to custom order them at 120 inches. Although they did not have anything in their outlet store. I saw this couch. We have been eyeing this couch from Pottery Barn. Pottery Barn calls it their, my dog is chewing something, sorry. So Pottery Barn calls this particular model the Chesterfield model. I actually have that in my bedroom, but it is never really been at the outlet mall in a leather version of the Pottery Barn outlet. It's always been in a cloth version, and they always have their really huge, they have 2 different sizes, and it's usually what they call their grand size, which is way too large for the space that this couch we put in here is. So we've never been able to find it at Pottery Barn. So when I walked into Restoration Hardware, I was like, wow, I've never seen it in leather at this size and at this particular price. This particular couch, and I know it's gonna be, still very high priced for a lot of different budgets and things like that. But the original couch, if you were to go on Restoration Hardware, do all of the choices, the color, the leather, the size, and all of that, it's $6,700, $6,700, which I would honestly, maybe there's some people watching that would pay that for a couch, but that is not what we've ever discussed about paying for a couch. We would probably purchase another car for that price. So we still did not get it as cheap as we've gotten a lot of the Pottery Barn stuff. But at the outlet store, this couch was $2,500 for the length of time that we really want to use it for, and that it's leather. We were willing to pay a little bit more than we would if it was another piece that we were putting somewhere in the house. We got this couch at the outlet mall for $2,500. Still a lot of money for a couch, but for leather pieces, I know, for instance, I think that my mom purchased her leather couch at Haverty's, and I think they paid almost $5,000 for their leather couch. I'm sure my mom's watching. She could probably comment down below, but I still think they paid close to $5,000. I know that's what my dad paid for his leather couch that he had, that he purchased from Ethan. I feel like we got a really decent deal. Restoration Hardware is definitely a place that I actually love looking at their magazines and their things, but I just don't get to purchase too many items from there because it is a lot more expensive, and the outlet store does not run the same deals that the Pottery Barn outlet runs by any stretch of the word. I don't know how many outlets of those are around, but they're worth kind of going in and looking around and seeing. Sometimes their lighting was not too bad, but again, it's not anywhere near what the Pottery Barn has for. This entire room that I'm standing in, this keeping area, has been completely refurnished, and I could not be happier with it. I will be back very soon because we are finishing up with another light fixture as well in this room. We're getting a brand new fan to match it. I bought another piece to go on the wall that I did score on Restoration Hardware website, so I cannot wait to share those pieces with you guys. I can't even talk. I'm very excited about that. I have a couple other pieces coming in from Pottery Barn. We are just kind of, coming into our style. I definitely think after living in this house for well over a year, they say wait a year until you know how you're going to use the space, and I really feel like we are definitely coming into our style here. So if you love French Country Farmhouse, click that button. My next haul video will be up very soon. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Bye.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride. Promise we